Hello and welcome to EHC TV. This is the feature interview. I'm Emily Carrier and I have the Chair of Orientation Programs, Cortney Halsey, with me today. Cortney, thank you for being on set.
Thank you for having me.
Now, let's start at the beginning. What inspired you to take on this leadership role with orientation?
Well, it actually began coming as a freshman for my own orientation. I prayed a lot before coming to college. God used me in a way that my talents would be best used, and I could really emphasize what my call was, and to really help people in a way that really brought me into loving every single day of my life. And when I got here, the original chair of orientation, Elizabeth Walsam, was that initial spark. And not only did it spark my love for orientation and being a crucial part in a freshman's experience when they initially get to Emory-Henry, it was her spark of why she loved Emory-Henry. I've never seen such a passion for a place, let alone a college of this caliber, and just how much she was not only a student and had that love in a classroom, but it was that passion to carry it forward and that other students could have that love every day. So from that, it was a lot of faith in that, knowing that she had that love and that I could have it too, and that I could pass it on. And I applied for the job my sophomore year after being an orientation leader for a summer and a fall, and was blessed enough to get the assistant position. And then the next summer I said, let's go for the gold. Let's take that head position and really leave the legacy that I thought that God had called me to have on this college.
So this leadership role, it's a full-time job, comes with an office on campus. So since you were assistant before, was this your second summer at Emory-Henry?
Yes, ma'am.
And how was that? How was that experience?
I couldn't have asked for better. You really get to see the inner workings of a college when you live here in the summer. And not only is the campus most beautiful during the summer, it is the people that are the most beautiful, because you can really step outside of what the normal daily routine that you not only do but everyone else you're working with is, and really have a conversation of why you're here. Not just Emory-Henry is the what, but what makes it great is the who. And you can really step back and really see that and analyze that during the summer. And I think that is what drew me into loving this job more and more every day, because of the people and because of my experiences during the summer that kind of capitalized in the fall when we were able to implement our programming for orientation centered around the people of Emory-Henry.
Now, talking about that who, I know you had a team with you, Jake McNabb and Mary Grace Hankins. Did you all make any changes to the orientation process?
Well, Jake and Mary Grace were very on board. Literally, our theme was set sail with the USS Emory-Henry. They were on board with any craziness I was throwing their way. And we did try to capitalize on what was Emory-Henry this year. I think in the past we kind of did things on cruise control, where we did the things right, but we weren't really going for the gold. And I felt like we did that a lot this year by implementing new leadership programming that also implemented different people on campus and brought them in to really seeking how they could help improve orientation as well and really help increase in excellence. So we did change a lot, and Jolie Lewis, who came in midsummer, had only seen one orientation go through. She was able to be a rock star for us in the fall, and we had a wonderful orientation leader team that really embraced these changes that we had. And the PR department was willing to work with us on new projects, and I'm just so blessed that I was able to meet so many people that initial summer, that they were able to trust me and have faith in me, that I could have faith that this campus needed this to happen and take on these new roles and initiate different things for the freshmen, just to see initially how much they could love Emory-Henry from day one.
Okay, well, that's so exciting how you can implement these new things and keep with the tradition of Emory-Henry. We've got another tradition coming up soon, homecoming. Now, I know you are the reigning homecoming queen of Emory-Henry. Will you walk me through the day you were crowned last year?
I would love to. The first thing I can remember about that day is my Aunt Sharon. She lives in Roanoke, Virginia, and is a mother of a special needs child. My cousin Abigail is autistic. And with that, she has sacrificed a lot to have what's best for her child. And she doesn't get to experience a lot of these things, doesn't get to travel a lot. And this was probably one of the first times she had been on campus. And for her to be here that day, and her looking at me and telling me, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you're still a queen to me. And for her to have that much faith, and really embrace what is truly important. For me to be crowned that day and her to be a witness to that, I think that was the most memorable thing for me, as well as seeing President Rosalind Reichard and Dr. Roper be there at the end. I couldn't have asked for a better day. And just to be nominated by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the fact that they could recognize me as someone they wanted to put on that field, to have the Fellowship of Christian Athletes mission represented, I couldn't have asked for a more blessed moment.
Right. And in your year as queen, you've been pretty busy. I know you're starting on your last season as a college softball player. Do you want to talk about that? What are your hopes for this season with your new coach?
Well, it's like I've told the girls on the team, as well as Coach Forrester. I didn't have a senior softball season, when I was in high school. So this is kind of a different feel for me. I don't really know what to expect other than to go for excellence. And I've never seen a team more enthusiastic about embracing a program. And the first 3 years here, we may have had a team, but not a program, and not an established mission and an established core of what page we want to be on. Everyone says, oh, we want to win ODAX, but it's so much more than being a number on that field. It's being a Lady Wasp. It's embodying that leadership and that confidence in the classroom as well as on the field. So that is the top of our priorities this year. And I could not be more excited to be a part of a team and to really embrace my senior year and take on every challenge thrown my way.
Well, we are so excited for you. I guess the question now, you're finishing up your biology degree. I know you just took the GRE this past weekend. The big question is, what's next for Cortney Halsey?
Well, hopefully happiness. And there's a lot of faith that has gone into every aspect I've had at Emory-Henry. And everything I've experienced has led me into a call in the medical professions, as well as a job that kind of combines helping people with relationships and making those connections. So after this, I plan to go to graduate school for occupational therapy and just see where God takes me from there.
Well, we are so excited for you. Thank you for being here today. I really enjoyed talking to you. And thank you for watching. This has been your EHC TV feature interview. I'll now throw it over to Cole Conley with a new social media segment.